Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Emmerdale recap. A suspect in Joe Tate's death makes a jaw-dropping confession. The repercussions of Joe Tate's murder continue to rock the Dales as we pay the first visit of the week to Emmerdale. Emmerdale's Joe Tate, played by Ned Porteous, met a grisly end when he was pushed out of a window at home farm on Thursday, May 8. And now there are 9 suspects who could all be as guilty as each other. As the week begins in the Dales Diaz Desari, Stephen Ramin Hughes is determined to catch the killer. Billy Fletcher, Jay Consul, seems to have plenty of reason to have wanted him off the scene given his affair with his estranged wife Dawn, Olivia Bromley. However, she also has questions to answer and isn't free from suspicion. Also in the frame is young Clemmy Fletcher, Mabel Addison, who had also discovered the affair. Caleb Milligan, Will Ash, had good reason to want him dead after Joe stole his kidney. Meanwhile, his wife Ruby Fox Milligan, Beth Cordingley, has been known to extract revenge in the past and could well be in the running for the murder. Emmerdale veteran Charity Dingle, Emma Atkins, is also a suspect and has seemed very anxious since the murder. Her cousin Kane Dingle, Jeff Hordley, son Noah Dingle, Jack Downham, and Carrie Wyatt, Laura Norton, are all also potential murderers. Watch along with us as we catch up on the latest from the investigation. With Dawn's confession being questioned by fans and Billy looking likely to take the fall, it is clear there is still a lot of mileage in this story. Thanks for watching along with us tonight. Keep an eye on express.co.uk for all the latest Emmerdale theories and updates. In the closing minutes of the episode, Dawn Fletcher told husband Billy it was she who had pushed Joe out the window. However, fans aren't convinced she is telling the truth and believe she is covering for young Clemmy. As if Dawn would give Billy an alibi, she knows it was Clemmy then. #Emmerdale. One commented on X. Dawn covering up for Clemmy? #Emmerdale. Another pondered. No way did Dawn push Joe. She was madly in love with him and was ready to go public and make it official. Who's she covering for then? Has to be Clemmy. #Emmerdale. A third observed. Carrie Wyatt is one of the 9 names in the frame for the murder, and her behavior is dividing fans. In emotional scenes, Carrie bonded with her son-in-law Maddie, and one wrote on X, "Carrie Wyatt, you are so loved by me. #Emmerdale. Oh, Carrie, my heart is broken. #Emmerdale. Another wrote. However, a third said, "We'll never ever feel sorry for Carrie, the murderer. #Emmerdale. Emmerdale viewers are not happy about the way the investigation is being handled and took to X to vent. Thinking of the time they'd arrested half the village when Tom Kane was killed off, it's giving that vibe. #Emmerdale, one wrote. The coppers will probably give this one up after they've interviewed the entire village. Justice was served job. #Emmerdale, another added. A third chimed in. Another useless soap cop investigation, and tiresome, would Bennett. #Emmerdale. With his fingerprints and hair found at the scene of the crime, Billy has found himself the chief suspect and charged with the murder. But could the storyline really be wrapped up that easily? Stephen Ramin Hughes is playing the detective tasked with finding Joe Tate's killer. He has had many roles prior to this, but is probably best known for his time in EastEnders. He played cheating dentist Adam Bateman, who broke Honey Mitchell's heart. He also starred in the Netflix hit 3 Body Problem as Anwar Sulaiman. Over on Reddit, fans have been discussing the whodunit and have come up with a brand new suspect. One wrote, "I hope it was Noah or Caleb. Noah because of what he's lived with up to now and all the deaths caused. Caleb because he literally nicked his kidney." But another chimed in with a completely different name, declaring, "I think it was Manpreet." Supporting this idea, another fan responded, "Not a bad theory, as Joe totally manipulated her." Someone else echoed, "I don't think it's suicide, as it was not a very high window. Could be Dawn, I guess. Could be Manpreet, as she seemed a bit all over the place recently. Don't think it's the kids. All the others seem like red herrings."